Hello from Portugal. Hang on one quick second. I'm probably a little bit early and I'm going to wait for y'all to join me, but I got this is on the go technology stuff here, so none of my timers are working. One second. All right, there we go. Let me know if you're here and watching. Say hi, type in the comments. Happy morning. It's afternoon for me, but I think it's good morning for you all, especially if you're on the East Coast. To all my UK people, finally, we are on the same time zone. Hey, Sierra, good morning. All right, so as you're all coming in, give each other some love. Happy. It's not Monday, like I'm so accustomed to saying happy Monday, happy start of a brand new week. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday today. And thank you all for being here because obviously I was traveling yesterday and I wasn't able to do my usual Monday morning. So thank you for being flexible and being here with me this morning. All right, I'm going to wait for enough of you to join because like this view should not be only for me and the goddesses. Like you have to see this. So I'm going to wait for a whole bunch of you. Hey, Brenda, we're on the same coast. I'm going to wait for a whole bunch of you to join so that I can step outside, show you this magnificent view. Like I said in my Facebook post, every woman deserves an experience like this. Every woman deserves it. So literally, when we do our manifesting party, in January, put on there Tasha Goddess Retreat. Like I'm going on one. I got to be somewhere, right? So sorry, Anastoria, that you looked for me all day yesterday. We tried to send emails out and post stuff and let everybody know it was going to be this morning. All right, so we're talking about deserving massive wealth today. And I'm going to do a little storytelling. I'm going to go back in time to share with you how I even came to learn all about deservingness. I thought I would have shared more about it during the 5-day Wealth with Ease activation, but time did not permit. We had so many other things to discuss. All right, let's see. Checking out the comments just to make sure that everyone's here. So we are on our goddess retreat. There are 20 plus, I think 22, 23 women coming to this retreat. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to do my thing and then just go be ready to serve them for the next couple of days. But I want, those of you that are not here, I just want you for a moment because I went for a walk this morning and I was thinking, how did I end up here on a retreat with these women in Portugal? Like, how did this little island girl pull this off? And the truth is, everything that I'm experiencing, including where I am, the women that are here, these have all been things I've journaled about, I've manifested, I've visualized, I've dreamt up, and here we are, right? So the same applies to anything you desire. Nothing is too outlandish or crazy. It's just, hey, are you willing to acknowledge that, it'd be really cool for you to have it? Okay, so I am just going to get this out of the way. Hang on a second. Let me get myself out of the way, first of all. And I'm going to take my phone outside and show you. Like, is that crazy? Is that beautiful or what? I don't know about you, but if I wasn't here, I sure would want to be here. And so that is my little inspiration, right, Sierra? That is beautiful. That is my little inspiration for every woman watching, is that you today decide you will be a goddess and you will be on one of these retreats. And we've gone places all over the world, right? So it's kind of fun. Where will we be next? Where will the next retreat be? So I wanted to, do a little storytelling real quick. How did I learn about deservingness? Because it's not something that a lot of people talk about, especially when it comes to creating or allowing yourself to receive massive amounts of wealth in your life. Usually people talk about, all the manifesting tips and tricks and the self-love and journaling and all the things to do, but not a lot of talk about being deserving, hey Marcella, being deserving of this. And this body of work I learned about several years ago when, believe it or not, I too was in a very toxic situationship. That's, I can't even, yes, I was engaged. I had a beautiful rock on my finger. I thought this was the guy I was going to marry and be with for the rest of my life, until our 30-year anniversary. And on that day, he told a lie. Just, it was just, it honestly was not no big lie. It was just he had lied for 3 years about everything and anything. And so on that day, here comes another regular old lie. But I asked myself, like, do you want this for the rest of your life? And the answer was no. And as soon as I became that level of honest with myself, this thing inside of me, that fight or flight, like, that protects you, this thing inside of me, out of nowhere. It was our 30-year anniversary. We were going to meet up. We were going to have this amazing celebration dinner thing he had planned. And out of nowhere, my body just said, run for your life. And I don't even know how. I just remember driving home, grabbing a suitcase, putting a bunch of stuff in it, had no idea where I'm going. And then as I'm going out the door, something said, grab your passport. I grab my passport, getting my car, and literally the car just starts driving. Somewhere in there, I had the idea to call my friend who was in travel. And I said, I need to leave the country. I don't know why. Everything in my intuition is saying, run. Can you find me a place to stay anywhere in the world? Anywhere. Just get me out of here. And she says, do you have your passport? Do you have your credit card? Yes. I gave her both. And the next thing I knew, make the story short, I woke up the next morning and she said, you are booked on a flight to Costa Rica, be at the airport at 10 a.m. Your flight leaves whatever time, right? That's all the information I had. Didn't know where I was staying, didn't know anything other than get to the airport by 10 a.m. This is your flight. This is the number. Be there. I get to the airport. I get on my flight. I get to Costa Rica and my phone starts blowing up because remember the night before was our anniversary and I had vanished. So dude is messaging, calling, like, what's happened? Where are you? What's going on? Right. And I'm not responding. And now the next day, I now land in Costa Rica. I have not communicated with him anything because I'm running for my life. So it's not like I'm going to be like, here's my location. And he says, if you don't answer your phone, you will not have a house to come back to, and just all kinds of crazy, horrible threats. But the thing that really got me in the message was, I know where you are. I know you are going to X. He knew the name of the hotel I was going to. He knew the name of the kid that was meeting me to transfer me to the other airport. Of course, he assumed the person's name was male, so he made the assumption I was meeting a man and the whole 9 yards. But he became very threatening, and that was bad enough. But what was really, really bad was that he knew exactly where I was, even though I hadn't told him. He knew all the details of my plan. And so as I sat there trying to figure this all out, like, oh my gosh, am I in a sci-fi movie? What's going on here? I realized for the entire time of our relationship, he had my phone tapped or whatever, right? He knew everything that was going on for like the entire 3 years of our relationship. And it all started to make sense. All of these things he would, just randomly know. So fast forward that night, as I sat there like, God, how is this my life? How is this happening to me? How am I having to flee the country for my life? How am I in a relationship with somebody that could threaten me in this way, that could do all of these things to me? Like, I am a good person. I'm a good woman. I have so much love in my heart. I'm just like, I work, all the things we say to ourselves. I don't deserve this. How is this happening to me? Right? So I remember walking out from the resort out under the trees. And I was just like pleading, God, please explain this to me. And I always joke, I didn't see a burning bush. The clouds didn't part. And I heard this like very masculine, deep voice, I am God. It wasn't like that. It was just that thing in my spirit, that little whisper that said, Tasha, you have this because this is what you believe you deserve. This is what you believe you deserve. And I remember, like, there's no tomorrow, I instantly started arguing with God, like, there is no way I believe I deserve this. I don't know who you are that's talking to me right now. I don't know who you are, but there is absolutely zero chances that this is what I believe I deserve. And God is such a loving God, so gracious. God was like, Tasha, you can argue with me, or you can look at your life, look at this relationship, and you will see what you believe you deserve. Not what you think you believe, but what you truly do believe you deserve. And you'll remember during the 5 days, I said, we have we have in our lives what we truly believe we deserve. Not what you think you deserve, but what you truly believe you deserve. That's what you have in your life. And shout out to Maya, who came under the comments. Maya Stevens, I think her last name is, came under the comments this morning and said, I realize with deservingness, the issue is not that I don't believe I should be wealthy. She was like, I know I believe I should be wealthy. The issue is I don't believe that I should get what I believe I deserve. And however you spin it, ladies, I mean, I thought that was really creative. However you spin it, the bottom line is we have what we believe we deserve, period, the end. And that's what God revealed to me with that relationship. And I said, I will do everything in my power. I made a promise to God. I will do everything in my power to understand deservingness, to learn it, to become it, to like own it. And I'm going to teach every woman who is willing to hear, because my heart's desire is no woman would suffer like I did, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, whatever it might be. No woman should have to suffer not having what her heart desires because she doesn't truly believe that she deserves it. So I am going to really share a little bit with you this morning around deservingness when it comes to wealth. I really want you to hear that story about the guy, because what it revealed to me, even though I learned it in a relationship setting, what it revealed to me was, oh my gosh, this is the difference between the women who hear this, all of my coaching, my mentorship, my teaching, and run with it. And in no time, they're manifesting millions. And the others that are just taking their time to get there. The difference is deservingness. Everybody wants to be wealthy. Not everybody truly believe they deserve it. That's the difference, right? So this morning we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I just want to put this out there as part of my personal journey. Once I made that promise to God, I was going to figure out deservingness, learn it like the back of my hands, live it, breathe it, be it. Sure enough, I took, I think, 2 or 3 years off of dating. I did not date. I did all of that work on myself. And then along came a man. And this man came along and I was like, all right, I am ready because I've been doing this deservingness work, right? And sure enough, what do you think happens? I call him the test because he came along and I felt like, yeah, this is what I believe. This is all the work I've done so I can have this, so I could believe I deserve it. And soon enough, I realized I was back in that same pattern of not feeling like I was enough, doing any and everything to get his attention. Not hearing him say, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. So really just dishonoring myself. I was literally back in the patterns of the past, even though I had done all of this deservingness work. But once I woke up to it, I was like, oh, this is the test. This is the test. And in that moment, I decided, no, I'm not going to do all of this deservingness work just to go back to settling. And so, obviously, I ended things. But what I want you to hear that story so that you understand is the second you are like, I'm going to step into deservingness, like we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure everybody is writing their deservingness, cloud really high. But then we invited you, hey, come get the support that you need so that you can maintain this. Come get the support that you need so you can get to the next level. Come, invest in yourself. And that's the test. That's where it's going to be like, let me see that you really are stepping into deservingness. Let's see the action that you're going to take, because the test will come. It will come. You can Talk about this till the clouds, the cows come home. But there's going to be a moment where it's like, well, prove to me, demonstrate your deservingness, demonstrate it that you really do. And that's the moments that we have to watch for. Those are the moments that we have to watch for, and we have to choose wisely. So, because what happens next determines everything. Back to my story. Once I told that guy it was over, I met my husband 2 weeks later, right? So, on the other side of your embodiment, your demonstration, your standing for that action that will activate your deservingness, watch for it because it will come. And on the other side of it is the thing that you want. And if that's massive wealth, it's on the other side of the demonstration, the activation, the standing for, right? The thing that you deserve. Okay. So I want to just, looking at the time that we have left, I want to talk about some differences between worthiness and deservingness, because I see a lot of women using those words interchangeably. And I want to explain to you that worthiness and deservingness are like two complete ends of the spectrum. If you looked in the dictionary for the meaning of worth, it will say that something is worthy of a value when two or more people agree to the value, right? So if I wanted to sell you this pen, I would say, this pen, I own this pen, it's worth $20. Do you want it? You have to go, $20. Okay, I agree. Or $20. Tasha, are you crazy? And then that's how we determine the worth, right? When you are talking about worthiness and what you are worthy of, it implies somebody else agreeing to the value of you, your product, your service, whatever it is. Deservingness is different. And to illustrate what worthiness is, that's like you are this glass and you go out in the world and you say, would you fill me up, please? Would you agree with me that I am worth so and so, and put it in here, like fill me up, give it to me, agree with me. It's a constant like bargaining and negotiating. Here is what I want you to understand. When you are living from a place of deservingness, this is your glass and you fill it up. You, not somebody outside of you. You're like, this is what I deserve. This is what I deserve, the end. These are my prices. This is my value. This is what I stand for. That's it. You fill it up. That is the difference, right? So I want to just share, thinking of that, the difference between worthiness and deservingness, some of the notes that I've made to talk about this. When you're coming from, this is what I'm worth, you need to prove your value. I'm not going to pay you $20 for your product, your service, your pen, your whatever, as long as we're talking about, are you worth it? I'm not, right? It's going to determine if I agree with that value or not. When you deserve it, it just is. It's the birthright. It's me saying, I am full of deserving $20 for this product, this service, this whatever thing I want to give to you. I deserve it. The end, period, right? We're not bargaining here over it. When you're coming from worthiness, you require validation from other people. You need other people to agree the value of whatever it is that you're saying something is worth. Whether that's in your love life, whether it's in your business, whether it's with your product or service, whatever it is, you need somebody else to validate you, the value of you. When you're coming from, I deserve it, there is no external, nothing outside of you needed for validation. Here's what I love about when you operate from deservingness. God, universe, source validates your value. I don't need you or anybody else, and you don't need somebody or somebody else to validate your value, because when you are oozing deservingness, that comes from God, universe, source. And there ain't no arguing with that. Let me just tell you, right? So that's where we want to be. We want to be coming from a state of deservingness. Worthiness for me, in my opinion, is disempowering because it makes me feel like I have no control. I have no control. Like the control is out of my hands. As long as we're talking about what I'm worth, then you have to agree that I'm worth it. And so I have no control. When I'm standing in what I deserve, I feel so empowered. It's where I came up with that, the reinforcement of that statement I learned a long time ago. I am the one who decides. Can you all type that? I am the one who decides. When you are oozing deservingness, you are fully in your power and you decide. Can you all type that? And also, just because I'm not sure if I'm, we got technology going on, so I'm not sure if I'm delayed or not. Hopefully, it's working for everyone. That's right. Diane says, I'm in control. You don't ask, you're not in the debate of, do you think I'm worth it? Do you? That was me and the guy, like, I'm amazing. I'm Tasha. Do you not realize, right? Do you not realize who you could get right now? And as amazing as I thought I was, he was like, yeah, but I don't want to be in a relationship, right? Did not have the value of me as long as I was in that place of, please validate my worth. So there's no, you literally are standing around from that, right? Please agree with me. Versus God has decided I deserve it, period, the end. And it's not you, right? It's no longer you. You're right. It's no longer you. God has decided I deserve something better. And once I stepped into that, I got it. It's the same thing with money. Remember, I told you that story about early in, my business journey. I charged $25 for 90 days of coaching because I didn't want to argue about my worth. I didn't even want to argue. I wanted no debate about it. It's $25. Everybody can do that, right? We're not even going to have a conversation. Versus being able to say, it is this amount to work with me, and that's the value I have. I deserve it. I deserve it. You deserve it. Forget me deserving it. You deserve it. You deserve to be on retreat in Portugal with a group of amazing women and be investing in yourself at that level. You deserve it. Period. Right? When you're coming from worthiness, you are forever at the mercy of others to fill you up. When you stand in deservingness, it's like I said, you fill your own cup. You are the one. Can you imagine the power of that? Can you imagine the power of never, ever again needing someone or situation or circumstance to be validated, but you being the one who self empowers and self stands for what you deserve? That's power. For me, I believe that's self empowerment. What else do I have? At the end of the day, when you are coming from worthiness, you attract people who don't value you. When you are coming from worthiness, you attract people who don't value you. It's the same thing when you're not deserving. You attract people who don't value you. When you stand in what you deserve, you attract people who value you, who value what you have to offer, who value your energy, your love, your light, your everything. It's, you are in relationships, whether it's romantic or business or otherwise, with people who value you, the gift you are, the light you are, the things that you have to contribute, the ways that you make a difference. That's what happens when you stand in deservingness. Hold on. I'm seeing all kinds of things. Serena says, oh my gosh, I am done pleading. Yep. When you're not in deservingness, it's a whole pleading battle. And I'm like, I'm not here for it. I'm not. I would rather do the work to become deserving. And ladies, I'm just going to say this. This isn't even a shameless plug because it is just truly the truth. When I went through the 5 days of Wealth with Ease and we invited you to come on this journey, if you notice, the very first thing that we're going to do while I'm here on Friday, we're going to have a live deservingness masterclass. That's before we even begin the program, Wealth Ascension Collective or the Wealth Ascension Mastermind. We're going to have a live deservingness masterclass. Why? Why am I the kind of mentor that before the program even starts, I'm putting so much on the front end before we even start? Because when you come into a program owning what you deserve, you are going to maximize the results that you get out of it. But you're also, outside of the program in your life, going to begin to attract what you truly deserve. I want your deservingness meter to go from like, here we go, like this little bit in here to being full. I want you full of deservingness all day, every second of the day. Right? So those of you that are already enrolled, you know, Friday at 12 Eastern, I'll be back here with you. We're going to do that live deservingness masterclass. When we are done with that session, you are going to be oozing deservingness, and you're going to know how to continue to amplify your deservingness. Those of you that are not yet registered, you have not booked a call, you've not taken us up on the offer. We've made it so incredible that every single woman has an option to come and join us. You haven't done that. You've been hiding. You've been scared. You've been afraid of the money. You really are. When you do all of that, what you're saying is, I don't deserve this, right? And here's the thing. Even if you're making it about money, I know that that is it's such an interesting thing around your faith. Ladies, I've bought a car, I've bought a house, I've sent my kid to college by making the first payment. That's all I could do. But I did it in faith that all the other payments would be paid. Why? Because when I step into, I deserve this. I deserve to be supported at this level. I deserve to, have myself shown my blind spots. Where am I missing things that's causing me to not have this experience fully? When I am operating from, I deserve this, then I step out in faith and I give myself the chance to get the things that I deserve, right? So if you haven't, last call, if you notice, I said the doors closed last Friday. I spoke to one of the ladies on our team and I said, would you open up some spots this week? Because there are few women out there who have been hiding. Would you open up your calendar and give them a chance to have a conversation so they can be on that call on Friday? She said yes. She's only got a few spots to talk to a few ladies. So go right now. If you type the word ask, hang on. If you type the word ask in the comments, it's going to give you a link in Facebook Messenger that will allow you to book a call. Otherwise, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to tashachen.com/collective. That will tell you all about the program, but there's also a link that allows you to book a call. Okay? I've done everything I can. Even after the doors closed on Friday, I'm still giving you a last minute opportunity to get in. That's about it. Type the word ask, book your call. If none of the times work for you, send an email to support@tashachen.com. We are going to find a way to make sure that you get in. Okay? But this ends. It's already ended. Like the sign up has already ended, except I'm pulling out a favor because I know there are a few women in here that have been hiding, that are not stepping out in faith. This is your chance. Now, I want you to do this exercise with me really quick before we go. I want you to take a sheet of paper, make sure you can see it. And I just want you to draw like a little T, like we did in accounting with debit and credit. I want you to draw a T. Hold on. And on one side, I want you to write the word worth. And on the other side, I want you to write the word deserve. So worth on the left side and deserve on the right side. Yes, I still have to do that to figure out my left and my right. So on the left side, I want you to write the word worth. And on the right side, I want you to write the word deserve. And you're going to draw 4 of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to draw 4 of these. And you're going to write worth on one side, deserve on the other side. Go ahead, take 30 seconds. Just do it real fast. 4 of these little T things. Worth on one side, deserve on the other side. Okay? I'm going to ask you, after I've explained everything to you about the difference between worth, what you're worth, what you say you're worth, versus what you deserve, right? Remember, what you're worth is world. Do you agree with me? Other humans. Do you agree with me? Life. Do you agree with me? This is what I'm worth. This is the value I have. Like, do you agree with me? And you literally need external validation to make it true, versus when you deserve something, this is what you stand for, and therefore you have it, right? So the first category we're going to look at is your income, your current or your desired income. When you look at your income, is it what you believe you're worth, or is it what you deserve? Where would you put your income? On the section under, this is what I believe I'm worth, or is it, this is what I believe I deserve? And even more telling is, Tasha, right now, it's neither. It's neither what I'm worth, and it's definitely not what I deserve. That is a book a call response. Do not spend the rest of this year in that situation. You have to end it, right? We want, when I ask you your income, it is dead set under the deserving category. So when you look at your income, is it what you are worth or is it what you deserve? Where would you put that? The other category is the prices for your service, your prices or the rates that you charge for your work. Are you charging what you're worth, which means you are arguing constantly, this is what I'm worth, this is this, like, agree with me, negotiate with me, bargain with me, please, 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 please agree, please pay me, please whatever, right? Is it what you're worth or is it what you deserve? When you look at the rates that you charge for your service, where does it go? I want to see some responses in the comments just so that I know you're all still here with me and you're hearing me. You don't even have to tell me where it is. Just say, did it, something to let me know you're doing the activity and you understand. So we've got your income, your prices. The next one is your net worth or your bank balance. Right now, when you look at your bank balance or your net worth, this is what I am worth in total financially. This is where I'm at. Is it what you're worth or is it what you deserve? What do you call this? Pull the curtain back. This is an area I'm working on, because when I looked at my net worth, I realized where I'm at right now was once like such a massive dream for me. And then I look at, wow, but today, this is not what I deserve. So I'm working on this area, but I want you to start thinking about it, right? I want you to start thinking about it, looking at your net worth. We are women in our 40s, 50s, 60s. We have to, got to get this here squared away. Okay? Let's look at the last one, and this is very personal. I want you to look at love. I want you to look at love in your life, your relationship, your marriage, your friendships, whatever, whatever it is that fills your cup with love. And I want you to put love under, this is what I'm worth or this is what I deserve. How are you doing with love? External love, love being given to you. How are you doing? Are you bargaining to be loved? Are you pleading? Are you begging? Are you negotiating for love? Are you settling for love? Are you in friendships where it's not equally reciprocated? Where are you? And then let's look at your love to you. Are you giving yourself the love that you are worth or the love that you deserve? Where are you with self-love? Yes, it can be somewhere in between. And I saw Prayali, I think that's your name, that you said you booked a call and no one called you. Can you send an email to support@Tasha Chen so that we can get you supported? We can get you on a call. Okay? Ladies, this is big time work. It's big time work. I truly believe that I deserve to give myself the best income, the best value for my work, the best net worth, the best love. I need to receive the best love. I deserve to give myself my best love. Those are things that I want to be filled under the deservingness side of that equation. Okay? And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you want the support that can get you there, then ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. That's why my comment trigger for you all today is the word ask, because I know that for women, we struggle with asking to be held, to be loved, to be supported, right? Like I need some guidance. I need to be supported. I need to resolve this. I need some help. It's okay to ask for help and it's okay to give it to yourself. So If you haven't yet booked a call, please take up our offer. We've got a few slots left for calls. Before we do the call on Friday around deservingness, type the word ask, book your call, and I'll see you all Friday. Mwah. As for me, I'm about to go love on some goddesses tonight and for the next couple of days. It's going to be so amazing. I'll try to post it so that you all can, dream along and be here, and definitely intend to be here on the next one. Love you all. Have a great afternoon. Bye, everyone. Great morning for you, actually. Bye, everyone.